Okay, Jesse, it is evaluation day. Normally I get these up and running at full power and then I put them on the time grapher. Yours is barely running. I mean, barely running. It's just vaguely ticking back and forth. So there's really no point. The movement isn't going to really tell us much. Now, I can go into a lot of detail about this movement, but this is actually the wrong movement for this watch. This is a 6119. It's not just the bridge here that's wrong. The entire movement is wrong. I mean, in most things it's correct, but the big difference between like the 6119 and the 6105 is that their day-date quick setting is different. 6119 is push to set. A 6105 movement is pull and turn to set. So, because if you have a diver case, you can't have it push in. You don't want the crown to move if you're underwater, because that'll introduce water in there. So this is just flat out just the wrong movement. It just is incorrect in every single way. So first off, we need to discuss what you want to do. If you want to make this, return this to stock, we can certainly talk about that. We would need to have a 6105B movement, which is what this is. That's a 6105B movement. They're extremely rare to find on their own, and they're expensive. I mean, an unserviced 6105B is like a $400 or $500 thing now. I mean, they're expensive. I have this one because I have it. It actually goes with another watch of mine, but I had it out, so I thought I'd show it to you. That's a 6105B movement. So we can do that. Another option is I can modify this watch to take the next generation 6309 movement. They work fine, and I can service them, and they're a lot less expensive. And a 6309, like a 6105, is pull and turn to set. So we can make it so that your watch looks correct and functions properly. I don't think we want to do anything with this movement, because I can tell you a couple things. One, see all this brassing here and here? The winding bridge is junk. And see this huge strip of brassing around here? The lower mainspring arbor port is destroyed on this watch. It's just floppy as hell. It's done. So I would not, this is the wrong movement for this watch. It is, and it would require a lot of extra work to bring back. So my suggestion is we replace the movement. It's just a matter of how much money you want to invest, and if you want to put a 6105B into it, or if you want to have me mod it with a 6309. Okay, so the next question. This handset is wrong. It's from a different model, and so I can get correct hands. That's fine. And we can replace those. This green lume all over the top of this, I mean, your dial surface is actually pretty good. The markers, this looks awful, to my mind, having it loomed all over the top. Now, if you like it, I can leave it. That's perfectly fine. If you want, I can try to excavate this and see if we can get this lume off of here and see what's left under there to see if we have the markers. I don't know what we'll find, but I mean, if you like that, yes, that'd be perfectly fine. If you want to try to bring it back to more stock, that's what we would need to do. So I would need to pull this off, pull this stuff off, and then see what we have. So I guess you need to tell me what you want done. So you need to decide. Let me look really closely. I want to look at something. Hang on just 1 second. Okay, I'm looking at the corners that I can see of the markers. There's some silver underneath there, and I'm seeing some brass too. The hand, the end of your sweep hand is all the way down to brass. I don't know. I'm not sure what I'd find in there. I'd have to really see. It would be work, but I could do it. But if you like the way this looks, then leave it. But it's a watch that's going to take some care to bring back. It's going to really take some care. So you let me know. I'm going to hold off. I saw this deposit that you sent. I'm going to hold off on doing anything with that until we speak and you tell me how we want to do this, okay? And you give me your stuff. So again, the watch is going to need at a minimum a replacement movement. It's just a matter of if you want to use correct 6105B or if you want to save some money and get a 6309, which would definitely do the job. And then also talk about the hands and the loom situation and that kind of stuff. So you let me know. Okay, thank you so much.